Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be learning how to service your generator. Here we've got a Honda, it's a 2 kVA generator. I usually take it camping, run a couple of fridges and lights and stuff like that. It's been quite a while, a couple of years since I serviced it, so I'm going to show you what I do. Alright, we're going to start by chucking the new spark plug in it. To do that, you just pop this little cover off. Spark plug lead on here, pull that off. Got a 16mm deep socket, whack that on there, crack it, twist it out, there's a spark plug. Got a replacement one, brand new NGK, the cover off, stick it back in the socket, and whack it back in. Just do it up finger tight first, whack the ratchet back on there. You don't want to do these up too tight, just nip it up till it's firm. There we go. Plug lead back on. Push it down until it clicks. Cover back on. Spark plug done. Righto, back around on the other side of the generator now. Get a big flathead screwdriver. Undo this. Side cover comes off. Got the cap for the engine oil down here. Unscrew that. And we're going to dump the old oil into this container that I use for this purpose. Drain it all out. Oil's all drained out now. Grab yourself a handy rag. Clean up anything you spilled. I'm just going to grab a funnel, chuck it in there, and top it back up with. We've got some Penrite 1030 small engine oil. Just going to top it back up. Take the cap off. So you've got a little funnel in there now. Just put a bit in there, whack the dipstick back in, check the level. The new oil's quite hard to see, but it's about a third of the way there. Put a bit more in there. You probably find in the owner's manual exactly how much you're meant to put in there, but I'm a bit lazy. Sometimes these dipsticks can be a bit of a bugger. There you go. This one needs a little bit more. That'll be bloody close. where I'll get it in a sec. And that's very close to the top, so that's good enough for me. The dipstick back in, not too tight, just so it's done up properly. Lid back on the oil. And then we'll move on to the air filter. Right, get the air filter out, take your flathead screwdriver again, undo this screw, crack the cover off, pull the filter elements out. We'll have to get some petrol and soak them in that, get all the grime and dust and dirt out of it, then we can whack them back in. Got a nice big stainless steel bowl here, just throw the filters in there. Yourself a bit of unleaded petrol, put a bit in there. Probably should be doing this outside in a well ventilated area. Just get the filters in there, swish them around. Give them a good clean out. And if you set them down somewhere to dry it. I haven't done this for several years, I reckon. And as you can see, the filters were absolutely filthy. I got a bit impatient waiting for the filters to dry, so I just took them outside, fired up the leaf blower, held them in front for about 30 seconds, and that dried them out good. So now just take a bit of the same engine oil we use, I just got a bit in the cap here. Just put some on your finger. Just put a light coating of oil over the front of the filter. It helps catch some of the dust and grit and bits of dirt and whatnot. When we're out camping in the bush, it's usually quite a dusty area, especially with the motorbikes tearing around and that, so the generator running all the time. It's good to have the air filter nice and clean, and this will help catch some of those particles. Make sure you put it on the outside. Slide that one back in there. And the other one. Just smear a bit of oil on the front of that one too. Pop it back into place. Don't forget to wipe the oil on your jeans, even though you've got a perfectly good rag there. Grab the air filter cover. Do the screw back up. That's that. Just a little tip for everyone. Worst thing you can do for a small engine is to leave it sitting for months and months on end. It's not good for them, so I always try and start mine up once a month just to give it a bit of a run, get some fuel flowing through it. Same goes for your chainsaw, lawnmower, stuff like that. Just run them every once in a while and they'll tend not to give you too many problems. Let's put the cover back on here. Make sure it's sitting in there properly. Once again, do up the screw. Tighten that up. I'll throw a bit of fresh fuel in it and we'll take it outside and give it a run. Right, so I couldn't be bothered carrying it outside, I only have to carry it back in the shed where it lives. So just fire it up quickly here. Let's turn it on, choke on. Look at that first pull. You should be good for another year of service, so if you just do it once a year, it's cheap insurance. Spark plug was $8. Oil was 30 for 2.5 litres, but that'll last me years. So it's a good thing to do. Keep your gear running well, and hopefully it won't let me down out in the field. So just a couple of things about the generator, guys. A couple of features it's got. One thing I really like about it has what's called an eco throttle. It's a switch on the panel you can flick, and the generator will only run the motor as fast as it needs to make electricity for whatever it's running. So with my fridge plugged in, it just sits there idling, and it'll go 14 hours on a tank of fuel, which I think is only 2 or 3 litres. So it's really good on fuel, as long as you're not running high demand appliances or whatever. But just for camping, lights and my fridge, it's really good. Starts bloody first, second pull every time. It's never had any problems with it. Great, Honda make great motors. I've got them on a few different bits of equipment that I have, so yeah, I love Honda equipment. Not that they sponsoring me or anything like that. So yeah, if you just keep your gear serviced, change the oil, change the spark plug, small engines, it'll keep them running for years. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for another informative video, hopefully, and yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.